Hello mga kamat learner, isang magandang araw sa inyo. Part 2 ng ating discussion about sa oblique triangles. So for this session ay sasagutin natin ang katanungan, paano mo isosolve ang isang oblique triangle kapag hindi kompleto ang mga given nito sa opposite sides at saka yung angles niya. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo ma-apply dito ang sine law o yung law of sine. So, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano ang mga techniques at anong klaseng law naman ang gagamitin kapag ang given ay tatlong sides or SSS or SAS. So, tune in, relax, at tapusin mo ang video na to. Pero bago natin sisimulan, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell para updated kayo sa ating mga discussion. Hello, what's up mga ka-MA? Isang magandang araw sa inyo. Ako pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. And for today's lesson, ang gagawin natin ay i-discuss ang part 2 about oblique triangles. Now, itong oblique triangles is part pa rin ng ating lesson sa trigonometry. Ang tanong is that, paano ba natin ito isosolve ang mga oblique triangles? So last time, we have discussed na pwede mong i-apply dito ang law of sines or sine law. However, ang limitation lamang ng sine law is that it can only be applied kapag meron kang kumpletong pairs ng angle sa kanyang opposite sides or vice versa. Therefore, kapag ang given problem is that tatlong sides or SSS, hindi mo ma-apply ang law of sine. Bakit? It's because yung ka-opposite niya na angle kahit saan dun sa tatlong side ay hindi given. Isa pang scenario nito is that kapag ang given ay SAS, ibig sabihin side angle side. Now, sa side angle side na scenario, hindi mo din maa-apply ang sine law. It's because ang mga opposites nila, such as the side at saka yung side, for example, side angle side, yung opposite ng side na ito, hindi given. Yung opposite ng side na ito, hindi din given. At yung angle na given ay wala ding opposite side na given. So therefore, ang law of sine ay hindi talaga ma-apply. So ang tanong ngayon, Sir Ash, paano ba namin isosolve ang mga ganong klaseng problem? So, dito sa ating part 2 ay i-discuss ko sa inyo ang tinatawag nating law of cosines. Okay, ito yung pangalawang law na ina-apply natin kapag meron tayong problem about sa oblique triangles. Alright, now, ang lesson natin for today is, or ang mga objectives natin ay how to use the law of cosines in solving oblique triangles. So, katulad ng sabi ko, ma-apply mo lang ito kapag meron kang scenario na side-side-side or side-angle-side. Pangalawa is, paano ba natin ito i-model sa ating real-life problems? Okay, now let's start! Okay, now for our introduction, technically, the law of cosine is a technique or is a law in which you can only apply this kapag SSS or SAS ang given. Pero if ever ang binigay na problem sa inyo na oblique triangle is that merong opposite side at saka angles na given, you don't need to use this law of cosine. Okay, so parang kung sa madaling salita, itong oblique triangle o itong law of cosine in solving oblique triangles, supplementary solution ito kapag hindi mo pwedeng i-apply si law of sines. Alright, now, let's continue. Ito ang formula para sa law of cosine. Okay, medyo complicated siya. Meron siyang tinatawag na standard form at meron siyang alternate form. Now, if you could still remember our discussion about sa sine law, madali lang yung i-memorize kasi that is just A over sine A or side, yung side ng A over yung sine of angle A equals B over sine B, then C over sine angle C. Tama? So, in that kind of ratio and proportion, you can apply the law of sine. However, in the law of cosine, medyo complicated. Konti. So, I'm not giving you any idea na, mahirap pala ang law of cosine. Hindi, actually, because this is math learning with Sir Ash, I will tell you the technique for you to easily familiarize the formula of law of cosines. Okay, so, sa law of cosine, dito, focus your eyes in this one. Okay, itong standard form. As you can see, kapag si A ang nawawala, ito yung formula gagamitin mo. Side A ha, kasi small letter yan siya. So, kapag side A ito, side B ito, pag side C naman ito. Now, try to observe paano nagkaka similar at saka paano sila nagkaka differ with each other. Now, as you can see, para itong Pythagorean theorem, if you could still remember the Pythagorean theorem, that is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. Okay? Now, as you can see, katulad lamang siya ng scenario dito. Tama? Ang tatlong given or tatlong formula, katulad lang idea ng Pythagorean theorem. However, there is some twist about it. Okay, now, tingnan nyo. If we have A squared, or if A ang nawawala, side A ang nawawala, A squared is equal to B squared plus C squared. Pag B naman, B squared is equal to A squared plus C squared, and kapag C naman is C squared over A squared plus B squared. Now, ang nadagdag lang dito na part is that ito, okay, minus 2BC cosine A, dito naman minus 2AC cosine B, and dito minus 2AB cosine cosine C. Now, here is the technique. Ito yung part na kung saan pwede mo itong ma-remember, or mas madali mo itong ma-remember. Now, kapag ang side ang nawawala, so this standard form is applied if you have the situation SAS, okay, or SAS. Now, if ever we have, kapag sa SAS mo, for example, this is the side, angle, and then the side, kapag yung opposite side mo yung nawawala, okay, let's say, yung opposite side is side A ang nawawala. Now, ang technique dito is very simple. You just applied what you have learned in the Pythagorean theorem. So, the squared is equal to the squared of the first given side plus the squared of the second given side. Okay? Then, squared mo yun silang dalawa minus 2 BC, or for example, yung B at saka yung dalawang given na sides, and then multiplied by cosine of that given angle. Okay. So, very simple lang ang technique dito. Tingnan nyo ha. Lahat sila merong minus 2. Tama? Okay. So, if ever si A ang nawawala, isa-squared mo si B at C. Tapos, itong dalawang BC, itatabi mo ngayon sa 2. Dito naman, si AC, itatabi mo dito sa 2. At ito namang A at saka B, itatabi mo dito sa 2. Okay? So, simple as that. And then, you put cosine at ang dulo nito, tapos yung angle na given. Okay, if it is A, angle A, angle A. If it is B, angle B, and if it is C, angle C. Now, I just like to emphasize ang parating nangyayaring kamalian ng mga students. Okay, now, normally, nangyayari dito is that ang ginagawa ng mga students gamit ang calculator is that kinukuha nila ang squared ng B, kinukuha nila ang squared ng C, tapos ima-minus nila sa 2B at C. So, 2 times B times C. So, after that, kung ano yung sagot doon, i-multiply nila sa cosine A. That is the wrong solution. Okay, now let us consider PEMDAS, or yung parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Now, remember this one, that when you are solving a certain equation, always apply simplifying the terms. Okay? Simplify each term muna bago mo siya isolve as a whole. So, therefore, kunwari, itong si A ang nawawala, so, isa-square mo yan. So, itong si B na given, squared mo muna, tapos si C naman, squared mo muna. Okay? Then, after that, set aside mo muna yan sila, yung sagot dito, yung sagot dito. And then, itong dito na part naman, itong 2BC cosine A, isolve mo yan as a whole. Kasi isang term yan siya. Okay? That is considered as one term. So, 2 times B times C times cosine A. So, yun ang gagawin mo muna. So, if you have the answer for that, ang gagawin mo lang is, lagay dyan, lagay dito, lagay dito. So, meron ka ng tatlong terms, saka mo pa siya i-add and then minus. And then, after that, in order for you to simplify it further, para makuha mo talaga ang value ng nawawalang side, is isa-square root. And that's it. Okay, later on, I will give you some examples for that. Now, let us go to this alternative form. Okay, itong alternative form naman, as you can see, ang nasa left side ng equation natin ay yung mga angles. So, cosine A, cosine B, at cosine C. In other words, ito ay i-apply muna if and only if kapag ang angle ang nawawala. Ulitin ko, kapag ang angle ang nawawala. Therefore, sa scenario na ito, sa alternate form, ang gagawin mo is that kapag ang given ay SSS, si alternate form ang gagawin mo. Kapag ang given naman ay SAS, si standard form ang given. Okay, ang gagawin mo. So, to make the long story short, let's proceed to our examples. Okay, now, ito. First is the SSS. So, find the three angles of the triangle shown in figure 6.12. Okay, ito yun. So, we have an oblique triangle, 8 feet for our A, 19 feet for our B, and 14 feet for our C. So, now, ang tanong ngayon, paano natin kukunin ang mga angles nito? So, for you to get all the angles correctly, now, let us start first with the biggest side. Okay? So, ito yun, ang side B. Okay? So, ang kukunin natin is si angle B. Okay? Yung opposite niya. Okay? Ang tanong, paano? Okay, since this is SSS, what you will do here is to use the alternate form. So, balik tayo. So, ito yon si cosine B. Okay, ito, cosine B. So, alternate form. Since si angle B ang nawawala. So, paano ba siya isolve? Same lang siya. So, gagawin mo lang, i-squared mo yung A at saka yung C. Tapos, ipang ma-minus mo si B. Then, over 2AC. Now, paano ba differ ang bawat isa? Now, as you can see, kung A ang nawawala, ang taga-minus mo ay A squared. Kapag si B ang nawawala, ang taga-minus mo ay B squared. At kapag si C naman ang nawawala, si angle C ang nawawala, ang taga-minus mo ay si C squared. Tapos lahat sila ay mayroong over 2BC, yung other sides. Twice of the product of the two other sides. Okay? So, twice AC. So, twice AC. Then, twice AB. Alright, so nakuha. So, ganun lang ang technique. Now, let's go to the problem. Okay, ito yung problem natin. Okay, isosolve natin si angle B. So, it is a good idea first to find the angle opposite to the longest side. So, that is side B. So, side B in this case. And using the alternate form, we have cosine B is equal to A squared plus C squared minus B squared all over 2AC. Okay, so ang tanong, Sir Ash, anong gagawin mo? Simple. Substitution. Okay, substitute mo lang. Okay, so now, using the substitution, we have ito So, A squared plus C squared. So, A natin dito is 8, C natin dito is 14. So, we have 8 squared plus 14 squared minus 19 squared, which is our longest side. All over 8 times 14. Now, tingnan nyo to. Kung ano yung nakalagay dito, yun yung 8 times 2 dito sa baba, sa denominator side. Simple as that. At yung taga-minus ay yung opposite ng angle, yung side na opposite ng angle na hinahanap mo. Alright? So, by doing, now, nalagay na natin ang substitution, ang gagawin na lang natin is to simplify. How to simplify? Siyempre, you apply PEMDAS. So, that is 8 squared plus 14 squared minus 19 squared. So, isusolve mo muna mga naka-exponent sa numerator. So, that is 8 squared, 64. 14 squared, that is 196. And 19 squared is 361. So, i-add mo muna si 64 sa 196 and you will get 260. Then, minus 361, you will have negative 101. Now, that will be your value in the numerator side. Then, after that, isosolve mo na naman ang nasa denominator side. So, that is 2 times 8, that is 16. And 16 times 14, the answer would that is 224. You have the numerator as negative 101 divided by 224. So, type mo na natin yan. Negative 101 divided by 224. And the answer for that is negative 0.4509. Okay, negative 0.4509. But this is not yet the answer because kapag na-simplify mo na yan siya, yung sa left side is, remember, dun sa alternate form natin, ang nakalagay dun is cos B. Tama? Meron pang word na cos. So, in order for us to solve for the value of our angle, so this negative 0.4509, we will get the arc sine, the arc cos of this one, or yung cosine negative 1, or cosine to the power of negative 1. Okay? So, by using shift cos sa calculator, okay, or second floor cos, in the calculator, you will have your answer as ito pala yung nasa calculator, diba? Okay, so negative 0.45089 or 09. Then, in order for you to get the angle, use the we will use the shift cos, and you will get 116.80 degrees. Alright, so 116.80 degrees. So that is your angle. Now, as you can see, meron ka ng angle dito ngayon. Now, ang tanong, Sir Ash, paano ba namin isosolve ang natitirang dalawang angles? Tama? Kasi nakuha mo na yung angle dito. Okay, let's go back. Nakuha mo na yung angle dito. So, paano mo na makukuha si angle C at si angle A? Okay. So, ganito lang yan mga ka-ML. Now, since meron ka ng complete pair, huwag ka nang gumamit ng cosine law. Bakit? Kasi may complete pair ka na. Meron ka ng 116.8. So, huwag mo nang pahirapan ang sarili mo na mag-solve ng itong napakahaba na formula. Ang gagawin mo na is to go back to our part 1 sa discussion about oblique triangles and to use law of sines or sine law. Okay? So, dito na tayo mag-solve. Na at this point, it will be simpler for us to use the sine law. Okay? So, we have A over sine A is equal to, or sine A over A is equal to sine B over B. Now, since our angle B and side B is given, tapos si sine A naman natin, angle, hindi pa alam. So, by doing the ratio and proportion and the alternation method, so we will have sine A is equal to A, the side A, multiplied by the sine B over B. So, by doing so, we have now, okay, so we have 8, yung side natin, 8, yung sine natin na na-solve, yung angle sa B is 106.8 over, yung given ng B is 19 feet. Okay, so you just use your calculator in solving this one. So that will give you approximately 0.3758. But remember, ang part dito is naka-sine A pa ito. So for us to get the value of the angle, we will use the arc or the shift sign sa calculator para makuha natin ang value talaga ng angle. And that will give you approximately 22.08 degrees. So, ngayon, meron ka ng angle B, meron ka ng angle A, which is 22.08 degrees. So, you have the two angles. And syempre, para makuha ang pangatlong angle, ima-minus mo na lang sila sa 180 degrees. Bakit? Because in every triangle, the total measurements of the angles is 180 degrees. So, therefore, i-add mo lang yung angle B at yung angle A. Tapos, ima-minus mo doon sa 180 degrees. Ano ba? Okay, 180 degrees. And that will give you approximately 41.12 degrees. So, in this part, you have completed your solution for the problem SSS. So, you have all the three angles and syempre yung tatlong sides. Okay, congratulations! Alright, now, let's go to the second scenario. What if ang given ay SAS? O, ito na is i-apply na natin dito ang standard form natin. O, ito, meron na. For a triangle in the given figure, side C is 18 inches and side B is 14 inches. Ito yun, side B. Remember, the opposite of the angle is the letter. Okay, so if this is angle B, this is the side B. And if this is C, this is the side C. Then, the given here is 30 degrees. Okay, 30 degrees. Now, ang tanong ngayon, ano ang ano ang side A at saka anong angle C at angle B? Okay. So, given natin dito ay side, angle, side. So, paano ba yan isusolve? So, nawawala dito ay yung angle, yung side A. Okay. So, i-apply mo lang dito ang standard form sa law of cosine na kung saan si A ang mawawala. Now, without looking, madali lang yun siya. So, if that is A squared is equal to yung Pythagorean theorem natin, B squared plus C squared. Tapos, minus twice or 2 times yung dalawang pair na given, BC. So, 2BC cosine yung given angle. Cosine A. Okay, so, by doing so, ang gagawin mo lang una is to substitute. Okay, by the substitute, we have A squared is equal to 14 squared plus 18 squared minus 2 times 14 times 18 cosine 30. Okay, so napakadali lang dito mga ka-ML. Now, ito yung sinasabi ko na nagiging most likely ito nagiging mali ng mga students. Okay, now by doing so, ito isosolve mo muna. By term ang pagsosolve natin dito using PEMDAS. So ito, exponent ko na tayo. Okay, so we have 196, 14 squared. Then we have 18 squared, 324. Okay? Then dito naman, isosolve mo ito. Ito na part. 2 times 14 times 18 times cosine 30. So by doing so in the calculator, you have 436.48. Okay. So ang tanong ngayon is, anong next dito? Syempre, you just apply addition, then subtraction. Okay, so 196 plus 324 minus 436, and that will give you 83.52. Ang tanong, Sir Ash, yun na ba ang sagot? Hindi pa po. Bakit? Kasi may square pa tayo dito. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is that, syempre, in order to eliminate the squared in A, we have to square root both sides. Okay, so, apply tayo ng extracting square root. So, ito, square root, okay? So, makakancel natin square root, at saka yung squared, and then the square root of 83.52 is approximately 9.14 inches. And that is how you get the answer. Okay, now, by doing so, you have now 19.14 in your problem. So, meron ka ng tatlong sides at saka yung isang given angle na opposite, which is 30. So, ngayon, ang pair na kumpleto mo ay A na 19.14 at saka yung angle A na 30 degrees. So, by doing so, you can apply the law of sines, okay, to determine the B. And by solving that one, well, syempre, ganito lang yon. A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. So, si B ang isosolve natin ngayon. And then, use the alternation and multiplication property. We have sine B is equal to B sine A over A. Okay. Now, as you can see here, alternation ito sila. Okay, nag-alternate sila dito. So, kaya ang A naging dito sa baba. Then, ang sine B nagdito sa taas. Then, itong si sine A, cross multiplication sila ni B. Kaya, naging B sine A over A. Okay? So, that's a simple technique in the alternation property. Now, if you want to ask, Sir Ash, paano ba yan? Paano mo nakuha yung alternation property? Well, I suggest you watch my video about ratio and proportion dito sa ating channel because meron akong complete discussion about cross multiplication and alternation in the lesson ratio and proportion. Okay? And then, after that, you substitute the given values. So, you have sine B, which is yung B, yung angle B natin ang nawawala, 14 sine 30 over 9.14. So, syempre, you just use the calculator. So, that means 14 times sine 30 divided by 9.14. And you have the answer 0.7659. Now, is this your final answer? Not yet po because meron pa tayong sine dito. Hindi pa ito ang value ng ating angle. So, in order for us to get the value of that angle, we use the arc sine or the inverse of sine. So, that is in the calculator, shift sine or second floor sine, and that will give you an approximately 50 degrees. So you have 30 degrees and you have 50 degrees. So, therefore, yung natitirang angle natin for C is 100 degrees. Okay, so you have 30, 50, and 100. In order to complete the total 180 degrees para sa ating triangle na ito. Okay, so ganun lang kadali mga ka-ML. So, as you can see, ito na yun. Alright. So, 180 minus 30 minus 50, and that is 100. So, kompleto na. Meron ka na tatlong angles, the 30, 50, and 100, as well as your sides such as, balik tayo dito, yung 14 at saka 19.14 at saka yung 18 kanina. Okay, dito. Okay, so kompleto na ang mga sides at angles mo for this particular scenario. Hopefully, meron kayong mga natutunan sa ating discussion. Now, ang tanong, Sir Ash, paano ba ito i-apply sa real life setting? Actually, kapag the fact that we use already the feet and the inches is already an application in our real life setting, because that is how we use yung mga units of measures natin by feet, by inches, and sometimes centimeter, kilometer. Either way, as long as the unit is there, it is in real life situation. As well as, remember, hindi parati dito sa ating mundo pantay parati yung mga triangles natin o yung scenario ng mga triangles natin. Paminsan-minsan meron tayong mga slope or meron tayong mga oblique triangles na may encounter, and if that's the case, there is nothing wrong to apply the lessons that I have taught you in the oblique triangles, the law of sines and the law of cosines. Okay? So, ulitin ko, para maging klaro ang ating discussion for this session, in trigonometry, we have divided the topic based on the triangles, the right triangles, and the other is the oblique triangles. So, sa right triangle, ang pwede mo ma-apply doon is si Sokatowa, Choshakaw, o yung 6 trigonometric mnemonics, o yung 6 trigonometric functions. Okay? And then, dito naman sa oblique triangles, pwede mo ma-apply ang dalawang law, the law of sines and the law of cosines. Actually, the law of cosines is just a supplementary solution in order to help the law of sines, because step 1 mo talaga is try to solve everything using the law of sines, and if ever hindi ma-apply or hindi applicable si law of sines, saka papapasok si law of cosines. That will only happen if and only if SSS or SAS ang given ng isang problem about sa oblique triangles. Okay, so hopefully marami kayong natutunan para sa ating lesson for today. Ito pa rin ang inyong abot kamay na math teacher, si Sir Ash. And lagi niyong tatandaan na masarap matuto ng math kapag marami tayong sama-sama. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. At kapag meron kayong mga topics na gusto niyong matutunan, feel free to share it, to comment below para at least ma-discuss natin yan dito sa ating lessons. So, God bless you all and be safe. Goodbye.